All right, welcome to another episode from the Chart Readers. We are doing a viewer request. It actually came from StockTwits. I think this was the first one from there instead of from YouTube. But yeah, if there's ever a stock you want me to look at, shoot it my way. If it's a penny stock, an ETF, a major blue chip stock, or anything in between, I'd love to give you my opinions on it, all right? So I'm going to try to squeeze in 3 stocks in this. I'm going to do AFRM, Bed Bath & Beyond, and Note. I'll be honest, Note at the end, it caught my eye. So if you don't watch the whole thing, check out Note at least, all right? Otherwise, hey, I hope you stay the whole time. And if you're new, what are we going to do today? Same thing we always do, right? We'll take a look at the daily and the weekly to see how things are setting up. We have our 5 moving averages. I don't remember the last time I looked at this stock, but I do have a horizontal support or resistance lines that I do draw manually myself. And then when we're done up here, we'll use the MACD, RSI, and volume as our lower indicators. Hey, if you can please like and subscribe, it does really well with the YouTube algorithms. But even if you don't, just thank you so much for being here, okay? I very much appreciate your time, and you can be doing so many cooler things than this. So thank you. All right. And then look, I'm not perfect or all-knowing, so if you disagree with anything, throw it in the comments. I'm not here to hate or anything like that. And yeah, you might be helping me out a bunch. So let's get into it. First thing I want to do is I don't know where this was drawn. I think I'm going to go ahead and delete this line. I'm telling you, I don't remember the last time I looked at a firm. Oh, it's the only line we had too, actually. So let's get rid of it. Okay, real quick, what I do like to do on a stock that I at least haven't seen on a while, or if it is new, I like to zoom out a bit. And I mean, I hope you see it before I say it, right? Bad things happen under the 8 and the 20. And this stock has been very used to trading under the 8 and the 20. There's actually some decent runs that happen when it gets over. So there's a little bit of sustainability in this. It's not like this nasty, like even this right here. It's a few green candles and then obviously a horrible drop, but plenty of room for you to bank profit and actually escape. Same with this one, a good couple days and drop. So I like that. I like the fact that this can make a good, decent, sustained run. However, back to the first point, most of the time it's under the 8 and the 20, right? So you cannot take that for granted. That's what this stock does more often than not. And you really got to believe that's what it's going to keep on doing until it gives you really good signals otherwise, all right? So what do I see now? I see continual trading under the 8 and the 20, right? What happens a lot is you'll see a stock go away from the line, come really close to the line, and it either breaks it or it doesn't, right? And it's weird because this broke it, that confirmed it. That wasn't a horrible confirmation by any means, right? But negative MACD, not really a great RSI, even just volume barely scraping over the 50 moving average. I mean, end of the day, I think it just goes back to this stock trades under the 8 and 20 really often, and you need to set your criteria a little higher to enter, you know? There's a decent play you can kind of do right here. If you want to see a break of 1050, you might have a decent swing all the way up to what looks like about 13, give or take. Basically this plateau right here in these 2 lines. Obviously the 20 moving average at roughly 11 is going to be difficult, right? So 1050 to 11 is not that much. 11 to 13 is not too bad. 11 to 1275, whatever it might be, right? That's not too bad. But end of the day, I mean, I would probably, I'm not going to set an alert. I'll be honest. I'll at least draw this right here. I would probably set my alert right here. You can very easily argue that that's probably the better alert. It's another dollar up, right? It's almost another 10 cents, 10% above, excuse me. But yeah, breaking this should give you a lot more confidence that you'll run all the way to here, right? So get over this and you're going to go from 14 something to 18 something. That's not bad at all, right? Breaking this, I think, gives you a good shot here. But again, that's not that crazy a resistance, excuse me, right? So I think getting over these 2 would give you way more belief of actually getting over to the 200. But let's be honest, I'm nowhere near even believing that we're going to get anywhere. I barely believe we're going to get to this orange line, if you want to know the truth, right? What I'm actually about to draw is this and just say, look, if this thing goes lower than 875, you're just going to keep going down and down all-time lows. If you watch any of my videos, you know what I think of all-time lows. All-time lows is a black hole vortex that steals your money. All right, so do not lose 875. Honestly, I probably wouldn't touch this stock until 1361. I'm not even sending an alert on this video because honestly, I have very little interest in knowing this. But again, I'm not here to hate on this stock, right? Just know the history. Let's look at the weekly real quick. Look at this weekly, right? Look at this weekly. It's not even that old a stock. And yeah, again, it has some decent moments over it, a whole mess of trading under it. But again, look, if it can get over the 8, it does have a shot at holding for a couple weeks. This doesn't look like much, but hey, at least it had another week follow through versus just a silly dump, right? Like, at least it's not this every single moment, right? So I'm actually going to give it a little more credit than I do most other like pump and dump stocks that you can tell I get really mad at. But yeah, this one tries its best to sustain. The problem is it just really struggles with the 8 and the 20, both on the weekly and the daily, right? So not too much more to say here, but yeah, again, let me know if you disagree with anything. I'm not perfect, but yeah, just let me know. Let's take a look at Bed Bath & Beyond. I very often call this one Best Buy on accident, but yes, so far been pretty good with the name. Look, I don't care what stock we're talking about, whether it's a meme stock, whether it's a blue chip stock. Bad things happen under the 8 and the 20. These two lines are like brother and sister. They're like conjoined twins. You know what I mean? Like, getting over both is so hard, but once you get over both, I mean, you get these monster movements, all right? And yeah, I mean, again, I don't even remember the last time I covered this. It looks like we're going deep into all-time lows. Jesus. Yeah, we are doing worse than the 90s at this point, actually. I mean, again, look, you cannot have a good daily chart until your weekly starts getting better. When your weekly is just going well away from the 8, it's not good. The cool thing is, if you want to call it cool, it seems like we're slowing down the downward, right? We're going more horizontal. Hopefully that horizontal gives us enough room to like come. But yeah, there's very bad going on. And again, we're just struggling to get over the 8. I mean, really, there's not many alerts I would draw here. Yeah, honestly, man, this is one of those where like because even like getting over that, I guess is, I mean, yeah, I honestly, this stock now, you need to have your finger on the mouse if you're going to trade this. I don't think this is a stock that you can hold and hope that meme power comes. Regardless, and I don't give a crap about any of the bankruptcy noise or anything like that, right? Like, this stock used to do different things and it's not anymore, right? So just to let the lines kind of help you. Don't buy and hope that the meme stuff is going to help. And look, this line, did I just draw this line? I'll be honest, I don't think so. I think the last time I covered this stock, this line is probably what, let me go to the, can I see it on the monthly? Was that like our previous, oh man, no, there's still actually, oh man, we just slipped into all-time lows. We actually have now lost IPO. Oh, wow, man, that's actually pretty crazy. Look at that. Interesting. I don't got too much to say here. I'm kind of learning and being fascinated. Again, I'm setting no alerts here. I'm telling you, bad things happen under the 8 and the 20, and this thing's barely struggling with the 8. So I'm not gonna beat a dead horse too much. Note, this is an interesting chart here. All right, look. I'm assuming this is some sort of SPAC stock that went wrong, because you see this often, right? This $10 hope that we go into these crazy all-time highs. Obviously, the other half of it is you drop from 10 to 1, losing so much money, right? Nasty. That said, ooh, red. Oh my God, there is so much reason to believe that $6 is around the corner, but we have a lot of work to do before we get there. That said, we're starting to chip away at it. Look, that day actually got over the 20. This looks like a pretty good confirmation. The one thing I don't like, though, it actually gapped down here, okay? We close here. This bad boy opens under the 8 and the 20. That's so scary. Jesus, right? Where are we with this? This thing closed at 2. We closed at 2. We are on this line, okay? This is the only little insignificant green that's holding us from a real reason to believe at least $3, all right? So I'll go ahead and draw the line. I'll go ahead and set an alert. Yeah, I think 201 sounds real nice, actually. 201. Again, an alert is not an immediate buy notification, but yeah, it's definitely a come check it out. And look, we run fat. We definitely come back hard. We try our best to hold 50%, right? That's basically what stopped that thing, 50% candle as well as the 20. And then again, I do like that break right there. That's nice. Obviously, that's supposed to be at 2 flat. Let's see if I can do it. Nice, cool. Yeah, I'm liking it. Maybe this 230, 240 will be a little bit of a resistance. That's a 20% swing right there, right? So shit, even if this stops us, that's not that bad at all. And again, it looks like it wants to come to $3 at this 50 moving average. If not, maybe even a wick up to 330, right? So definitely check out Note. Again, a lot of pain here, right? I don't think you should think about $10 by any means. I actually don't even think you should think about 6 or this bad boy yet. Like for now, I'm trying to get between 2 and 3. If we can swing between 2 and 3, that's a nasty profit, right? So just keep expectations real and we'll take it day by day. But yeah, Note is for sure a checkout tomorrow. Hey, I appreciate your time so much. Let's look at the weekly. I didn't look at the weekly. I'm so sorry. Not a great weekly by any means. We're definitely under the 8 moving average. I do love that, though. You know that, right? And again, another little reason to believe. This one's 4. This one's a little higher. I'm still kind of looking at 3. But yeah, again, I said 330 might even hit. This actually kind of says maybe even 4 something might hit, right? So just little expectations at a time. But end of the day, this 225, I'm going to draw two. I actually do want to draw this. Where does this hit on the weekly? Oh, look at that. It's the top of that. So I don't need to do that. All right, let's just leave this here. I think between the top of the candle right here and the 8 moving average on the weekly, I think I'm okay with that. But yeah, this is an interesting for sure. So hey, I appreciate your time so much. Thank you.